Hello and welcome to Multiverse Tarot. Happy New Year, Libra! I hope that you enjoyed your holidays and that you are ready for the new year. This is the January 2018 Libra Horoscope and Tarot card reading. This is good for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This month I'm going to be doing things slightly different format. I'm going to be pulling more tarot cards. I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. There's some really great stuff coming in the new year. And some of you have asked, I am using the Rider-Waite deck of tarot cards. Okay, so what does the new year have in store? January 1st, there's a full moon in Cancer happening in your 10th house of career, public image, and traditions. The moon is shining a light on this sector of your life. You could be changing careers, moving up into a new position, or getting that raise. For some of you, look for the career to reflect mothering qualities, serving or catering to other people's needs, feeding them, housing them. For some of you, look for your career to bring on strong emotions at this time. And in extreme cases, look for bosses or authority figures to be the target of unresolved problems with your mother or with your parents in general. Your boss is not your parent. For others of you, this time will become all about completing work-related projects. Look to be trying to find some meaning in your work and assessing what your contributions at work actually does to the world in general, for your community, for your state, for your country. Okay, so let's pull a card regarding this. Full moon in Cancer for Libra in the 10th house. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands card. It's time to stop and do a little bit of celebrating. Maybe you already got that raise. Maybe you already got that promotion, and now you're in the act of actually getting that bigger paycheck and getting that more respect at work, and you feel like you are on cloud nine and you are ready for the next thing that you're going to try to accomplish in life. This is a serious win. So you need to stop and savor this and understand that you've accomplished something that you've wanted to accomplish for a while. Okay, congratulations, Libra. Stop and celebrate. All right, so January 12th, Mercury is on the move. After being retrograde last month, this energy will be a lot lighter this month. It is moving forward in your 4th house of home and family. So much activity going on in your 4th house right now. This is highlighting your home and family sector. Look to be thinking about your future and security at this time. Maybe you're doing some remodeling or redecorating. Maybe you're switching your cable or internet provider or upgrading your systems, your communication systems within the house. There could be some difficulties and hurdles that come about in trying to accomplish this, but once it's finished, you're going to be very satisfied and happy that you did it. Some of you could be taking care of a loved one at this time. Look to desire spending time with your family at home. Sometimes Mercury in the 4th suggests an intellectual or academic home environment. Maybe you are beginning family studies of some kind. Some of you will be doing the exact opposite and becoming more nomadic at this time, foregoing a concrete home base in order to be more flexible and adaptable to your environment. Okay, now let's pull a card for that, for Mercury joining into the 4th house for Libra. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. It's time for you to just jump in and take this action that you need to take within your home and family environment. If it is changing your cable provider or your phone system in some way, please go ahead and make the change. It's going to bring you a lot of freedom. I'm not sure exactly how the freedom comes about, if you're going to be paying less or getting more minutes, or your system is going out all the time and now you're going to have very solid, reliable systems. You are ready to take on the world and You are getting everything that you really need in order to accomplish all those career goals from your family. Your family and your security and your home base is what's feeding and rejuvenating you at this time. So make sure that you give it all the attention it needs right now. Okay, so on January 16th, 2018, add one more celestial body to that fourth house of home and family. The new moon is happening in the fourth house as well. So just to be clear, it's joining all these bodies that are there already. We have Pluto, we have Saturn, we have the Sun, we have Venus, we have Mercury, and now we have the moon too. And this is bringing a spotlight to a new aspect of the energy we were just discussing. The theme here is going to stay for about 2.5 years. The Sun, Venus, Mercury, and the Moon will be moving on. However, Pluto and Saturn will be staying. The new moon in the fourth house. Okay. Look to find your home environment as a refuge from life's battles. Right now, you want to withdraw back to your family. If you have any troubles in your adult home, you may revert to withdrawing back to your childhood home, back with your parents or with your grandparents. What you are really looking for is for a secure sanctuary. What you really need to do is find an archetypal level of parent within your own self and become your own parent. Look for this to be a time when you need to accept the adulting that you need to do in your life right now. Some of you will have an intense desire and then begin studying your family lineage or family tree. Okay, now let's pull a card for the new moon in the fourth house for Libra. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles card here. It's very important that you look on all levels of your home for different of security. Maybe the thing that you're adding into your communications systems is some level of a security device. If that's true, then you need to check all points because there's something you're going to overlook. Generally, you're all looking for a sense of security. This could lead you to going back into your mother or your grandparents' home to help really solidify that, because you're not getting it in your own adult home for whatever reason. This is most likely people who are already coupled and maybe even have children already. So you're going to leave one family in order to recoup what you need through the other family, but what you really need is to find the part inside you that understands what you need. Like maybe your parents and your grandparents aren't even in touch with that anymore. If you could try to find an alliance with your spouse, and this is what a lot of you are going to be doing. You're going to find an alliance with your spouse that's going to be able to help you find the right adulting skills that you need to accomplish in order to keep your home safe and secure. Okay, now, on January 18th, Venus is on the move. Venus is moving into your fifth house of self-expression, romance, and creativity. Venus is bringing beauty to this sector of your life. Even if your career is not in the arts, look for some sort of creative outlet to bring you great personal fulfillment at this time. Creativity gives you equilibrium and balance. Even if this is coming out as gardening and cooking, okay? Look to have a flair for the dramatic at this time as well. If it's worth doing in style. That's the attitude that's going to come out. Look for romance to also take center stage at this time. You will only feel alive if you are in the throes of a great romance. Venus is bringing joy to everything that you do, but it's time to bring a little bit more fun and play into your life at this time. Okay, now let's pull a card for Venus, moving into the fifth house for Libra. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups card, you have been keeping yourself a little bit reserved. You've been very busy at work and handling other areas of life, but it's time to really look at your home sector. You're going to be spending the next 2.5 years really focusing on this part of your life, how to make your home and your family more secure for the present and for the future. And for some of you, this could involve like going out and gaining more money. For others of you, you already have the means that it takes, but you're going to begin to spend more money on this arena of your life. And what's going to come from it is happiness and in the moment, security, and a clear-mindedness that's going to help you stay on top and tackle every area of your life. This character is very happy and he has many things around him. So what's going to come out of this is a really good energy on the other side of you feeling super, super strong about your family, your home, and your security for the future. Okay. January 21st. The sun is moving into Aquarius and into your 5th house. This is the same energy we were talking about earlier with Venus. We have Venus and the sun together here. Okay, this is a very lovely aspect here. It's time to engage in all of the activities that make you feel alive. It is a time when the richness of life is enhanced through hobbies, sporting events, recreational pursuits, trips to the theater and art galleries, or engaging in your playful side. You will have a strong need to be the center of attention at this time. You want all eyes focused on you. Love affairs and romance heighten your sense of participation in life, as well as embellish your feelings of specialness. Okay, so let's pull a card for the sun in the 5th house for Libra. The 8 of Pentacles card. Okay. This is you engaging in your favorite activity. It's time to take some time and to focus on the lighter areas of life, to look at romance, at fun and play. You haven't allowed these things into your life in the right way for quite a while, but it's also time to let your creative side take hold, whether it is in gardening or doing better, cooking better nutritious meals in the kitchen. There's an art that's going to come to your everyday living at this time, okay? All right, so January 27th, Mars moves into your 3rd house of communications, thinkings, and community affairs. With Mars in the 3rd, look to assert yourself through your words, opinions, and points of view. Even though you may be afraid to say what you really think, other times, right now, with Mars in the 3rd, you're going to be compelled to give your thoughts and your views and your opinions at this time. Some people may see you as ramming your opinion down their throat. Try not to be too rude or blunt, because it's important that you do express yourself rather than repress yourself at this time. So maybe you need to find a lighter way of communicating with people, knowing there's a really good chance you're gonna like upset people when you're giving out your opinion. If you have a conflict at this time, it is most likely going to come from your relationship with a teacher, a sibling, or a neighbor. Look to be doing a lot of writing, a lot of talking, a lot of networking, a lot of emailing, texting, joining online communities, all to get your opinion across at this time, all right? Now, let's pull a card for Mars moving into the 3rd house for Libra. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups card. Maybe the reason that you are connecting to so many different arenas is to actually find a place where your opinion can be validated. This is going to be a task and you're going to give your opinion in the wrong place, and you're going to have some conflicts that are going to happen. Those silly little chats and opinion buttons at the bottom of everything look to be signing your name to a lot of that this month, okay? You really have to give your opinion. But I just urge you to try to give your opinion in the right place and in the right way. Definitely do not repress yourself at this time. If you do, that can come out as an even worse energy where you're going to turn that energy on yourself, all right? Okay, so January 31st, there is a lunar eclipse in Leo happening in your 11th house of friendships, societies, and teams. Look to seek comfort and security and a sense of belonging through friends and group. And it may be in more than one front, as you will have a strong capacity to blend in with many different crowds at this time. This is a time when you will review your friendships and see which ones are working and which ones are not. Also, look for some new friends to come in at this time as well. People that could be very important to you, whether it's professionally or personally, are going to show up for the first time right now. Look to use social outings and group activities as a way of relaxing and unwinding from the struggles in other areas of your life. Watch out for taking someone else's advice at this time. You could be swayed to make decisions that you will later regret. So if someone gives you their opinion before you adopt it and begin to actually change your life in regards to it, like, take a second look at what it is, all right? Okay, now let's pull a card for the lunar eclipse in Leo in the 11th house for Libra. Okay, we have the King of Cups card. Okay, you, as you step into these different areas, are going to come off as someone to respect, someone who has an opinion that's well formed, that comes from a strong education, that actually offers something that if they were to stop and listen to your point of view, instead of seeing how their point of view differs from yours, they may actually learn something from you. So this might give you the grounds to come off a lot stronger than you in your opinion. But people are actually going to be looking up to you at this time. Just make sure that you're not isolating yourself. You want to stay connected to your family this month and dealing with any conflicts that you may have there, because they're going to be easy to sway over. And look for this to be a good, strong central theme coming over the next 2.5 years. All right. Now we're going to pull, that's it for the major alignments for the month. Now we're going to pull some cards. First card is for health and energy for Libra for January 2018. Okay, and we have the Star card. Your health and your energy this month are going to be very high. You're ready to take on the world, and you have been very balanced in how you ate through the holidays and how you kept your fitness regime, and your body is functioning pretty well right now. There are other things, some things you need to repair in your home, but you have the energy to finally handle all these arenas in life that have been needing your attention, and you are ready to take it on right now. Okay, next we're going to pull a card for your career and your money for January 2018. Okay, so we have the Judgment card. If your workflow is going really well, but if you do end up having some conflicts, there could be some things that get smoothed over at work this month. You have that promotion and that raise, that little bump coming, or you're already reaping the rewards from it. Don't worry about what other people think about that. Maybe you don't even need to share that information with other people, because it may bring on some feelings of jealousy from other people. You need your energy and time to be spent on your family, so Maybe when it comes to your career, it's time to zip it up this month. Like, you don't need to be sharing that information with other people right now. And it's only going to bring on negativity because things are going well in that arena. So you want to give that all your positive energy. All right, now we're going to pull a card for family, love, and social. Okay. Family, love, and social for Libra. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups card. This month is a time to really sit back and spend the time with your family and put your time and your energy into repairing things with your home, and then also like engaging in the lighter side of life. Your social calendar is going to be quite full for the month because you have business connections that you have to be completing, as well as connections with friends groups, and you have to get you're gonna need to like plug into all of these places just so you can speak up and give your opinion for once. Okay, it's a really good energy for your family, love, and social this month. Okay, and we got one more card. This card is for your mind and your spirit for January. Okay, your mind and your spirit are very strong this month. If you have a spiritual practice, it's gonna be taking up a little bit of your time this month, but no different than any other month. That should stay in a similar place that it's been. However, there's this strong need for you to be plugging into the world in every possible way, maybe even through multiple social media platforms, to give your opinion. Now, I think that the most important aspect here is that you aren't repressing and that you are letting it out. The flow of information needs to get out. Like Mercury in your third house, like you need to get the information out. And so this is where your higher thinking and your mind are going to be focused this month. And there's a little bit of energy going towards your spirituality, and maybe it even could be a private practice of meditation of some kind. But look for that to really be important to you this month. Really important to you this month. Okay? So that's it. I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Please come over and subscribe, comment, like. I'm going to put a playlist for all 12 signs for January here in the corner. And so you can watch for your rising or your moon sign. And some of you have asked me about private readings, and I'm setting up a system for that. For right now, please enjoy these free videos, and I will have something more about that next month. Thank you for all the inquiries, and I'll see you next month, Libra.
Alles pura firmware.